In 2006, Blake Mycoskie was on holiday in Argentina, and he realized that everyone was wearing a different kind of shoe. One of this, an alpargata. People wore them in the city, in the fields, they even wore them in nightclubs. So he thought, maybe I can take this back home to America and make a business out of it. Near the end of his time in Argentina, he met a woman who was working on a charity that gave shoes to children who couldn't afford them. And that's what inspired him to take the alpargata back home and start Better Shoes for Tomorrow, or as most people know them, Tom's Shoes, and to give away one pair of shoes for every pair they sold. One of the first things that Blake did was go out for dinner with some of his female friends, show them the shoes, and tell them the story. And they loved it. They bought some of the shoes straight away and pointed him to some of the stores they thought might be interested in stocking them. So Blake first went to American Rag and met this buyer who surely saw hundreds of shoes every week. But she loved his story, and American Rag became their first retail client. A little while later, a writer from the Los Angeles Times heard about this new shoe with a great story and wrote an article about the company. And that was their first big media break. Now, Tom's shoes are worth hundreds of millions of dollars and have inspired other companies like Warby Parker with their sell one, give one business model. Would they achieved all of that if all they had was a cool new shoe? Maybe. But in Blake's own words, people loved it from the beginning because they realized that Tom's was more than just a shoe. It was a story. Now, if you don't want to be just a business, then it's about time you start telling your story too.